What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to JJD TV. I'm your host, Josh, and today we have something very different for the usual things we got going on our channel here. But the main reason we are doing this is because we introduced a new little thing to the channel that's called a featured match. And the main reason of why we're doing this is obviously we're big fans of Borussia Dortmund, we're big fans of the Bundesliga, and we want to just help the Bundesliga in general grow, especially in the North American market, which is something I'm pretty passionate about, obviously because I am Canadian. But that led to obviously starting this little featured game series, and that is just picking a game from time to time. It's not going to be every weekend. I've been dying to watch club football because it was the international break, and I figured this is the perfect weekend to do so. So the game just before our Dortmund game, which we will be doing a watch-along on, we obviously are doing it on this Leipzig-Frankfurt game, which is something I think is going to be a good game. I want to obviously chat with you guys. I've missed chatting with you guys because it's been a week now, so this seems like it'd be a good game to watch. I'm excited to watch Leipzig. I do like watching them, even though they're not everybody's favorite team, but a lot of people can admit that they're pretty fun to watch. So they're just getting ready to go on the field now, so I'm just going to go through their starting 11 as well as Frankfurt's and talk about some of the key players. But let me know before you guys comment anything else if you watched the Bayern game this morning, because I did. I obviously didn't want to do a watch along on that one because it's George's thing, and I don't really want to watch Bayern. There's no Bayern except for when they're playing us on this channel. So it was a good match. I was hoping for a Bremen win, but got a little bit let down here. But taking a look at Frankfurt's lineup, there's a few players that we should probably keep an eye on. The two strikers in Andre Silva, who's a solid striker, came from Porto. He's probably will be the most dangerous person going forward for Frankfurt, as long with the Japanese striker in Kamada. They also got some solid players like Felipe Kostic, who's a fantastic left wing back for Frankfurt, and obviously the former Dortmund man in Eric Durham, who looks like he'll be playing as right back. And for Leipzig, they have a few dangerous players up front. I'm excited to watch Sorloth play today. I haven't seen him play too much, and he hasn't got a ton of minutes for Leipzig, so it's going to be kind of interesting to see if he can finally get on the starting 11 week in, week out, because he's a solid striker. Obviously Norwegian like Erling Haaland is, as well as Dani Olmo and Nkuku will be two very solid players for Leipzig as well, which will be fun to keep an eye on. But yeah, let me know where you guys are watching from today, and if you're excited that the Bundesliga is back, because I definitely am. And I'm very curious to see how this watch-along goes, because it's obviously different to our Dortmund ones. But Leipzig has just kicked off here, and it should be a good game. But Luke Carrier says go Frankfurt. I'm not exactly sure who I'd want to win this game, to be honest. But Luis is one of our good subscribers here. He comments on a lot of our content. So Louise, let me know how you're doing this morning, if you are watching the Leipzig game or not, even though you are obviously saying Dortmund for life, because, you know, that's obviously what we're about here on the channel, is all things Borussia Dortmund. But it's going to be kind of cool bringing in some extra content and doing these watch-alongs, because I just really enjoy doing the watch-alongs with you guys and talking with you throughout them, and it's just a lot of fun. So I thought we would bring in our Leipzig-Frankfurt game, and I'm just excited to watch actual club football instead of our usual, or the international break, because that is just not a lot of fun, the international break. So Leipzig is underway here, and it looks like Nkuku is on the ball. We just did our Bundesliga tier list, and I listed the Bundesliga clubs that I liked. So let me know if you guys felt the same way. I had a feeling that Leipzig would be one of those clubs that a lot of people would agree or very much disagree with. And we had a few people talk about how Leipzig is a fun club to watch, and they do enjoy watching them, but they just do not like them because of the politics around them and different things like that. So that was totally understandable. It was cool watching guys' reactions, some of the other tier lists. A lot of them were pretty similar to mine, but the ones that were the majority different is a lot of people said that they hate Leipzig, so they put them in the hate. So that's totally understandable. But for me, I like watching Leipzig play. So I mean, they're big title challengers to us as well. So we're gonna be keeping a close eye on them today and seeing what they can do. Even though Leipzig is a fun team to watch, but I just hate them. That is totally fair. Like when we were talking about the tier list, a lot of people who disagreed with mine, because I said I really don't like, I don't like them. I honestly don't hate them. They are a fun team to watch. They got a lot of good players, and it was kind of unique watching them climb up the table. But it's just not the way that the Bundesliga has been run over the years, which is why like a lot of people don't like seeing what they've done. And even Hoffenheim in recent seasons has been ridiculed, and even their fans and other fans have really taken a toll on them. So that was never a good thing to see. But that was the biggest thing in the tier list that people said, was that they just absolutely hate Leipzig, and Leipzig is the worst team to watch. And I'm just like, I don't fully agree, because I just think they are a lot of fun to watch. But I totally understand as to why some people don't like them, and I totally respect that. So it is going to be interesting to watch them today. And let me know if you guys want. I'm assuming you guys want Frankfurt to win. Luke Carrier has already let us know that they want Frankfurt to win, and that's understandable, because obviously, I mean, there are title challengers, and if they win today, I believe they'll be tied on points with Bayern. And let me know if you guys watched the Bayern game this morning, because that was quite the result. I stopped watching Leipzig after Timo left for Chelsea. Yeah, Timo Werner was a sensational player for Leipzig. Oh, they had a nice chance there. Timo Werner's replacement, Sorloth, just put it right over the net. But yeah, it was a lot of fun watching Timo Werner over the years. I mean, obviously following the German national team, you see how good of a striker he is. Very versatile, plays as even like a false nine from time to time. He can play on either wing, and he can play as a striker. He's a very, very talented boy. There's no question about it. But yeah, it's definitely interesting seeing him leave, and he's doing very well in Chelsea. And it's surprising also how well Leipzig is doing even without him. But it's yeah, I don't know. I'm excited that football's back, and that's why, again, we're doing these featured matches, just a little extra watch along from time to time and watch these kind of games. But I'm excited that it's back. A lot of people, I'm assuming, agree that it was a very long week waiting for club football to come back. We got our watch along with the Mukuku debut coming up, so this will be a nice little introduction. It's fun watching Leipzig play, and it's fun watching Frankfurt. I really rate Andre Silva. So let me know what you guys think about this game and who you want to win. Like I said, I'm assuming most of you will probably want Frankfurt, but maybe some of you want the title challenge and want to see Leipzig do well. But how long have you been a Dortmund fan? I've been a Dortmund fan. Oh, that was a poor effort there by Andre Silva. I've been a Dortmund fan I'm 24 now, and I've been a fan pretty much since I was 10. I really enjoy watching them play over the years. I fell in love with the team when Klopp was in charge. And I mean, if you guys know Jurgen Klopp, you know the passion behind him. He just makes you fall in love with the team. On top of the fact that we had Götze, Lewandowski, as well as Royce. So I've been a fan for a long time now, and it's the whole reason this channel started. But I am also very passionate about the Bundesliga. It's been my favorite league to watch as long as I possibly can remember, and I want to help the Bundesliga grow, which is the number one reason why we're doing these. And honestly, I really like talking with you guys in the chat. Watching these games and talking with you guys has always been a lot of fun, and I really missed it last week when we couldn't do a watch along. So if it helps grow the Bundesliga in the North American market, helps find some more fans, I'm all about doing these watch alongs, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. And that way, if we can't make a Dortmund game, I mean, we have other commitments. Maybe we can get a featured game. But yeah, the main reason is just talking with you guys and hopefully chatting about that Werder Bremen beat Bayern, because that is, the best thing. But Muzz is looking nice. Thank you. I know. I'm trying to. The rest of me was growing a little bit, and I had to shave it off. I wanted to show you guys that we're participating in Movember. Obviously, we're trying to grow this mustache as good as we can, but I appreciate the kind words. We have a Bayern fan in the chat, so please let me know what you thought of your team's performance today, because honestly, that was quite the surprise, and I saw a lot of Dortmund fans on Twitter being very excited about that, and it just leads to even more of even a title challenge. So it's a lot of fun seeing Bremen do that. I wasn't quite sure that they were going to. Helped that I said I really liked the club in my tier list. I don't know. Maybe gave them the push they needed. I don't know, but Bremen could have actually won against Bayern today. I totally agree. I was up this morning, just absolutely fired up that that club football was back. I watched the Bayern game. We're now doing the watch-along for the Leipzig game. And then we got our Dortmund watch-along, which is going to be something special. But it was interesting. I was not expecting that kind of performance from Bremen today. And the fact that they were winning, and Koeman did score a nice header. I will give him that. But I totally agree that Bremen could have easily took those points today. And that would have been a crazy game. But it was awesome to see, though. I like seeing teams like that. When you see Werder Bremen put in an effort like they did against the champions of the world, it's pretty cool to see. So I was very, very happy with that result. Obviously, a win would have been nicer for us, but it was still pretty cool as well. Dortmund's match at 1 a.m. here in India. Whew, yeah. And that's nice, too, because we do have a lot of Indian viewers on the channel, and a lot of them can't stay up for the Dortmund game. So doing this extra little featured match gives us a chance to be able to talk with you guys and get your opinions on the game that we're watching, as well as even with the Dortmund game. So let me know if you're going to stay up for it. 1 in the morning, are you going to do the commitment and stay up till about 3 a.m.? Because that's a tough watch, and I respect it if you do. Producer T says, nice shirt, Josh. We did get a nice little order in. We got a couple mugs and hoodies and shirts with a little JJD TV. So I thought I'd rep it today for our Leipzig watch-along, but we're 8 minutes into the Leipzig watch-along right now, and honestly, Leipzig has been... Oh, that was a stomp on Eric Durm, though. Looked accidental, but Leipzig has definitely been dominating the game. And I would be surprised if Frankfurt wins, but I don't know. Nagelsmann's team's been all over the place today. They're playing in the 4-2-3-1. I'm not fully sure if that's how they're going to line up. They have Tyler Adams right now as right back. It looks like they have Sabitzer as center defensive mid, so if I was guessing, I'm assuming it's going to switch more into that 3-4-2-1, but they definitely look good right now. Hey, Dortmund guy. What's going on, my friend? Son scored in the City game. Yeah, and a lot of people were saying that they thought Spurs were going to be heavy favorites today against City, which I think is funny to hear, because you just Spurs over the years and you hear Spurs City game. I mean, I feel like you're going City all the way, but that's pretty cool. I would like to see, I guess, Spurs win. I don't really like City or Spurs, so I could care less. Let me know what you guys think about that game. I'd be honestly happy with a Spurs win, and it looks like Sonny Boy got off to a nice little start there. Are you going to do a Bundesliga watch-alongs when they play in the Champions League and the Europa League? I hope so. Me and Producer T are trying to work it out, and let me know if you guys want to see that. But like I said, we're all about helping the Bundesliga grow. It's one of our, besides being huge Dortmund fans, it's one of our biggest goals on the channel, is just to help the Bundesliga grow. It's my favorite league. I'm assuming it's a lot of your favorite leagues. So covering the Bundesliga games like we were doing today with Frankfurt and Leipzig is going to be a lot of fun. And also covering them in the Europa League and Champions League. So we're going to try to do the Besiktas and Leipzig match watch along before the Dortmund one. I have the day off of work, So we're going to try to do two. I'm going to talk to Producer T about it, see if we're able to. But yeah, we would like to try to do as many Bundesliga teams as possible for our featured watch-alongs. But obviously, if Dortmund's playing, they're the priority, and we will do those games. So we'll see what we can do, and we'll see how, obviously, this is our test. We're doing the Leipzig-Frankfurt watch-along. It's a game I'm excited to watch, and if you guys enjoy it and it does well, we'll keep doing it. But we got Goretzka and Neuer were the only ones who impressed. And I'm pretty sure Goretzka came on for... Oh, who got injured today? It was Lucas Hernandez. And then I think Alaba went left back. Xavi Martinez slid into center back, and then Goretzka came on. And Goretzka did play pretty well. Neuer has been in incredible form. It's something that I've been very impressed with him of late, especially even for the German team. But taking a look at Frankfurt's average positions right now, it looks like they're playing in the five back, the three center backs, wing backs, two center mids, with two attacking mids and a striker. And then I'm very curious to see Leipzig's heat map, because they're all over the place. It looked like they lined up in the 4-2-3-1, and they're kind of playing like that. Almost looks like a little bit of a 4-4-2. But Angelino is a player I've been really enjoying watching of late. Very talented left back, and I'm hoping to see him do some damage here. But we're gonna take a look. They had the four. Whether it's a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-4-1-1, it looks like they're lining up as the traditional Leipzig likes to do, with the four on the back, the two holding mids, the two attacking mids, and then the two strikers. So it looks like Danny Olmo is just playing just under Sorloth, and those two should go pretty well together. Sorloth is a big striker. He can play a number 9 pretty well. And Dani Olmo is a pretty talented young player. But nice little ball in the box there. And out for a goal kick. But yes, like I was saying, Manuel Neuer has been a sensational form right now. And Muslera was very, very active, but virtually did nothing. I agree. Dortmund match is at 4 a.m. here in the Philippines. Holy. Well, let me know if you're going to stay up to that. You're pull an all-nighter. We're going to be doing 2 back-to-back watch-alongs. So if you want to stay up all night with us, you can be more than welcome to, because that is, and you are, of course, bro. That is commitment. I love it. I'm very excited for the Dortmund watch-along. Mukuku's got the opportunity to break the youngest Bundesliga player to ever play. If he scores, he'll break that, as well as in a few days' time, he's got the chance to do the same in the Champions League, which, of course, we will be covering as well, because I'm desperate to see it. But you guys can let me know if you guys think Mukuku's will start today. I don't think he's going to start today. I think he'll come off the bench like Haaland did for his debut, 65th to 75th minute. That's my guess. It's 1:30 here in Bangladesh, and yes, we will surely watch that game, usually never miss any of our games. That is commitment, my friend. I love it. All of our viewers from Asia have a tough time being able to make these games, but you guys always do. I don't know how you do it, but I give you guys props being able to stay up till 4 in the morning like that. That's pretty cool. Can't see the BVB game, 1 a.m. Would watch it if Bayern UEFA champion. But we'll be doing, hopefully. Actually, no, that's not this week. But yeah, we're hoping that Mukuku will break that record, and it should be a pretty cool game to watch. Do you support any other teams besides Dortmund? I try to pick a team from each league to follow, because it just gives me a reason to kind of follow them week in, week out. Oh, that's a nice little ball. On the break here, nice little chip. Oh, I think that was Dani Olmo with a nice little chip over the keeper. I'm not sure if not sure if Trapp got a hand of that or not, but that was a nice pass by. Oh, that's onside too. It was a nice pass by Nkuku, and it was Dani Olmo, and that should be a goal kick. It didn't look like anyone touched it, but that would have been a cheeky little chip there. Yeah, no one touched that. That should be out for a goal kick. Leipzig's definitely on the front foot here, but they gave it a corner. I didn't see that touching anybody. But yes, I try to support a team from each league, especially in the top 5 leagues around the world. It just kind of gives you a reason to really follow them and try to stay connected. So my Bundesliga team is obviously my favorite team in the world, and that's Dortmund. In the Prem, I was a fan of Chelsea. I know, I'm sorry, but my coach growing up was a big fan of Chelsea. He gave me a Frank Lampard jersey, so Chelsea just kind of became my Premier League team. I like Atletico in La Liga. I like Napoli in the Serie A, and I guess I like Lyon in League One. They're our League One team. We do like them. They're pretty fun to watch too. But yeah, let me know if you guys have teams from the big 5 that you support. And obviously, I'm from Canada, so I do follow the MLS, and my team is Toronto FC. So let me know if you guys follow any of those teams, or who your teams are from the top 5 leagues in the world. And let me know if you've ever watched an MLS game, because I've actually been surprised by a couple of viewers in England who have been keeping an eye on the MLS, which I thought was very surprising. But Leipzig is in the 4-5-1. I mean Frankfurt. Frankfurt it looks like their heat map suggests that they're playing in the like 3 center backs, the 2 wing backs, 2 center mids, 2 attacking mids, and a striker. So that's a 3-5-2-1 or 3-4-3. Sorry, 3-4-2-1. However you want to do it. But Leipzig is lining up in their 4-2-2-2, which is a very attacking-minded formation for Leipzig, and they look pretty well shaped. Nagelsmann always does a good job in keeping them in good form there. But Kevin Campbell, another Dortmund player on the ball, with a poor ball and collected by Trapp. Napoli. I love Mertens. That's why I love Napoli in Serie A. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Dries Mertens as well. Watching Mertens play over the years has been a lot of fun. He's when he transformed pretty much from a center attacking mid to a winger, and then he came as basically like a false 9 striker, and he was deadly in that season. He scored 28 goals, and he's still deadly even today. He's a very talented player, and it's a lot of fun watching him. And I don't know why I just always liked Napoli. My parents went to Naples and brought me back an Insigne jersey, and they've always been my team. All those 5 teams I talked about are teams I've supported since I was young. It's just Dortmund's that's just got my heart. You guys know how it is, but we are trying to get the Bundesliga again in general, just to help grow, and this is an awesome way to do so. And I'm curious to see if any Leipzig supporters or Frankfurt supporters will find this stream and jump on. And if there are any Leipzig or Frankfurt viewers right now, be sure to comment. Let us know, because this is a Dortmund channel. We are doing a little bit of Bundesliga stuff just because we're big fans of the league, obviously. But I am curious to see if any of you Leipzig or Frankfurt fans did end up finding the channel. And the guys can let me know if you did. But EPL is Everton. Everton is a solid... Oh, poor ball. But yeah, Everton's a pretty fun team to watch this year. Getting Ancelotti, Rodriguez, Calvert-Lewin is on tremendous form. Leipzig doesn't have any fans. Screw Leipzig. And honestly, that's what a lot of people were pretty much saying when we did that tier list, is that Leipzig deserves to be at the bottom. But I don't know. As for myself, just growing up in Canada, not having that just natural hatred for Leipzig, I think it's kind of cool watching them at least compete. Makes the Bundesliga more competitive. They are an exciting team to watch. I by no means support the club, but I do like what they brought to the league. Even though I shouldn't say that, because a lot of people don't like Leipzig. But you guys got to admit, they are a fun team to watch. They got a lot of young players, and they develop the team well. Also, it helps when you have a manager like Nagelsmann here. But yeah, I don't know. I've always enjoyed watching them. But yeah, we're Dortmund supporters here, and clearly right now we have no Leipzig fans in the chat. But yeah, we're all excited that the Bundesliga is back. That's why we're watching this game. I was gonna watch it regardless, so I figured I'd throw it on the channel and see what kind of support we got. And it seems like a lot of you guys are probably watching it too, because international football is a pain in our ass, and we want to watch our boys play. But yeah, so yeah, Everton's a good team. Valencia is an interesting team to support. Why Valencia? I followed Atletico Madrid mainly because of Diego Forlan back in the day, but I did like Valencia because of David Villa. He obviously went to Barcelona, and then he came to actually Atletico before making his way in New York and Japan. But Valencia is an interesting one, and if you want to elaborate as to why them, I'm curious, because they're in a very interesting position. It'd be cool to almost do a story on Valencia, because the amount of players that they lost this year, it was absolutely insane. Oh, that's a nice ball. Well defended. But yeah, it's interesting. Like watching how they're doing this year and the players that they've lost. It's absolutely insane. And the way that they just beat Madrid 4-1, I honestly couldn't believe it. But they have a good history of the club. They have a beautiful arena, and it's a shame that their owners are just the way that they are. But then you also like Marseille, who's we obviously is a very well supported club. No question about that. They're honestly a lot of fun to watch too. Andres Villalboa is a good manager, and yeah, I respect that. As well as Roma, who just got bought by the American owners here. Oh, Andre Silva with a poor effort. And finally, the Bundesliga, Union Berlin. I think I remembered you're a Berlin fan, but it's interesting. For some reason I thought you might have been a Dortmund fan. I think you told me that you like watching Dortmund, but you're a Berlin fan. I can't fully remember. But our Bayern viewer obviously likes Bayern. None in the Premier League. Sevilla, Napoli, Marseille. Sevilla, another team that's had a lot of success. But Frankfurt's got a corner here. Oh, that was a good effort. I'm not sure who got that. I think it was Heitinger. Heitinger's a dangerous man to have in the box. Definitely got to know that. Yeah, it was Heitinger. Yep, just over. It's a pretty well balanced game, honestly. Like Leipzig came out pretty hot to begin with, but that was a good effort. I'm just kidding. Bayern super fan here. The Bayern fan came from George's channel. And I love the color orange. All right. Always liked Valencia since the 90s. Wow. All right. Well, gotta respect that. Valencia used to be a very fun team to watch back in the day. Like when they had David Silva, David Villa, they were an incredible team. And then obviously, ownership had a big reason as to why they're not quite where they should be, because I think Valencia is still a big club. But they did get a big result against Madrid, so I mean, you got to give them a little bit of credit there, I think. But for me, Dortmund and a club from my country. Ooh. I believe that's the team that Mitrovic played for from Fulham. Let me know if I'm correct. I think they're the best team, obviously, like the most successful team in that league. Correct me if I'm wrong. And that's the Serbian league, because I'm just going off of pure memory right now. Josh, do you watch anime? I do. I watch. I'm not sure if it's the anime that you may watch, but I watch Family Guy. No, that's not what. Taylor's shaking his head. I'm not sure. What should I say, Taylor? What is?
The only anime you've probably ever watched is Pokemon.
Pokemon. Okay. If you're referring to Pokemon, then yes, Pokemon is a beautiful, beautiful show. Taylor's still on Pokemon Go as we speak. I indulge as well. If that's the anime you're talking about, then I've definitely watched my fair share. And Archer is another one. I'm not sure again if you would know that, but yes. I'm not sure which anime you meant there, but do you watch anime? And let me know if it was Pokemon, because that's the one that producer T's got a hunch that it was about. So, but yeah, Family Guy and Archer were my anime. But Leipzig's on the ball here. I'm excited for the Champions League to start back up as well. Heitinger is an insanely physical player. Werner's here telling that the Bundesliga has no physical. Yeah. Timo Werner really likes and enjoys playing the Brighton and Hove Albions massive center backs. It's challenging. Yeah, Werner did himself no favors, and I'm surprised he talked like that considering he is German, and he did so many wonderful things for Leipzig. It's a shame that he just pretty much called out the Bundesliga for not having strong center backs, which is ridiculous, because I think the Bundesliga's got some phenomenal center backs. Like, looking at Leipzig's got probably like 5 or 6 of them alone. Upamecano is a massive center back. I don't know. I didn't get any of the comments that he had. I think they were very, very misjudged, and yeah. So it was. I don't know. I didn't like the way that Werner did that, and I am a big fan of Werner just because he's a sensational player. And I don't think anyone can argue that. But I don't know. For me, I was very disappointed with what he said, and I don't know. He's not going to make any fans. Like, people were calling him out and not wanting him in the national team even. But I don't know. For me, it was ridiculous. But now that I got you here, let me know what you think about that Germany-Spain game, because I'm sure a lot of you guys might have watched that. I watched it and was just absolutely disgusted at that game. It was awful. The mids were Gundogan and Kroos were pathetic in that game. There was no chemistry. There was nothing going forward, and they got absolutely destroyed. In my opinion, the game could have been 10-0. Again, Manuel Neuer letting in 6 goals and having a good match. Like, it was, I don't know, it was ridiculous for me. I don't know, like, Jurgen Love's going to stay there regardless. We know that. He's going to see out his contract. He's not going to bring back Muller. He's not going to bring back Hummels. He's not going to bring back Boateng, and he's going to probably lose in the group stage in the Euros because, I don't know, doesn't learn his lesson. But I meant Japanese anime. No, I'm sorry, I don't. Let me know which ones you watch. Maybe they ring a bell, but I can't think of any off the top of my head of a Japanese anime. So what do you enjoy apart from football? I enjoy drinking and hanging out with some friends. But yeah, I don't know. Football is obviously a huge part of my life. I really enjoy playing it. I'm playing futsal, actually. It's just started back up in Canada, as well as obviously playing normal football outdoor. We haven't been able to do that because of COVID. And yeah, hanging out with friends. And obviously, I'm Canadian, so hockey's another big one. Played it my entire life. Don't play it as much anymore, but it's still a passion of mine, and I still watch it when I can. But let me know if any of you guys from around the world have watched any hockey, because I would find that interesting. Because some of the countries out there, I'm not sure exactly where all the viewers are from, but I know we got some in Sweden, for example, Russia as well, which both have very big hockey popularity there. So let me know. Even I think like Slovakia and places like that as well have popular ones. But I watch hockey. Oh, All right. What team and what league do you follow? I'm not sure where you'd watch it from. Obviously, for me, it's the NHL. Ottawa Senators are my team. It's an ongoing joke that everyone hates the Ottawa Senators, but Ottawa is basically the Leipzig of the NHL for different reasons. It's just they're a very, very hated team, but I don't know. What do you do as your job other than a YouTuber? I am an insurance broker, actually. And then, and we're trying to, producer T and I are working very hard to help build the channel. So if there are anyone on here that's keeping an eye on, be sure to subscribe. It helps a lot. We're trying to obviously grow, and we're very close to getting monetized, which is pretty cool. Your guys' support has meant the world to us, and my favorite part is doing these watch-alongs, being able to communicate with you guys. So if there are any new subscribers and you do like, obviously, Borussia Dortmund, which is what the channel is mainly about, but we're going to do our very best to bring you guys a lot of other Bundesliga action as well, especially in Europe too. And the game as we're currently watching, which is obviously Frankfurt and Leipzig, and it's been a pretty attacking game so far. It's actually been quite a fun watch. I've been keeping a little special eye on Tyler Adams. I like keeping an eye on the obviously the North American players when watching clubs like this. I think Tyler Adams is a great player. I watched him a lot when he was in the MLS, and I think he's got a pretty solid future here, and I think he's doing wonderful things in the Bundesliga. So there's a special little reason why I don't completely hate Leipzig, because I do like watching Tyler Adams, but that was a glorious chance, and Sorloth is just out of the way. I also really like watching Angelino on Leipzig. And Angelino should be going to a better club, in my opinion. I think he's a very, very talented player. And I think he'd be a perfect fit for City, in my opinion. I think it's kind of ridiculous that that City would prefer Benjamin Mendy, which I just honestly don't understand. But dang, I'm old. Now. You supported Valencia. Supported them probably back in the good old days with the players you just mentioned. But yeah, when Claudio Ranieri was there, I'm going to take a guess. Was Claudio there in 2004, maybe? I'm honestly not even sure when he was there. But I forgot he was there, and he did pretty good. I think he won a couple of things in Valencia, if I'm not mistaken. But, man, I miss playing football because of COVID. Yep, I do too. I'm starting it back up, though. Futsal, which is actually pretty cool, because futsal isn't a huge thing in Canada, but there is a league actually pretty close to where I live, so I'm looking very forward to starting it. I actually have to miss my my opener today because of the Dortmund game, but priorities gotta show where they are. But yeah, it sucks. Like I am pretty excited to start playing again. But that's a nice ball. Kostic is in a dangerous area. Nice ball, but well defended by Campbell. And out for a goal kick. But yeah, let me know where you guys are in the world, if your guys' leagues are starting back up or not. Obviously, I'm in Canada, it's coming winter time, so there's no outdoor leagues. But like I said, my futsal league is starting back up, and it goes to March, so pretty excited about that. But I'm not sure if you guys have like leagues that go year round. I'm not really sure, but let me know. City just equalized. I think he said the goal was disallowed. Goal was disallowed. Never mind. Still 1-0 Spurs. I am from Peru. I actually had a good buddy in my program who's from Peru. His name is Luis. I doubt you know him. And I did have a buddy who's a Peruvian. He's been here for quite some time, so that's pretty cool. Peru's always a country I wanted to go to. Closest I think I've been to Peru is Venezuela, maybe. I'm trying to think of the countries I've been to, and I think that's the only country I've actually been to in South America. But NHL and Indian hockey. The one with the ball on the grass. Yeah, I can't say I've ever watched Indian hockey, to be honest, but you're a Blackhawks supporter. They're a pretty popular team and do pretty well, so that's not bad. Not bad. Like I mentioned, I'm a Senators fan. Is one of the best two teams in the Serbian leagues. The other one is Red Star. Okay, I was close. But I'm pretty sure that was the club that Mitrovic played for. I'm pretty sure. I think that's probably how I recognize them. 90s Valencia, late 90s. Laporte goal, 1-1 City. Oh yeah, disallowed. And look at producer T did with our beautiful little Bundesliga teams scrolling back and forth. Well done there to producer T. He got an easy day today because all the games are already over, but he will in the future he will be updating them as we go. So I thought it was pretty impressive. But Leipzig's on the break here. It's a nice ball. But our old boy Eric Durham's on it. Surprised he honestly still has a club. He had a tough time there, especially when he went to Huddersfield. He had a few very, very poor seasons. Oh, it's a poor ball. Professional football is back in my area, but not normal football in parks, etc. Wow. I'm not like, all our rules from all different areas around where I live are very, very different. So it's gonna be pretty interesting to see exactly when they're gonna open. But like I said, we're going into winter now, so the actual outdoor leagues aren't gonna start until probably like March, April. And my indoor league starts now till March. But 3 other leagues that happened around where I live all got canceled. So it's pretty cool that there is at least one that is open. So I'm excited to actually play. Oh yeah, that's a nice touch. I know. Big shout out to Producer T. Producer T, show your face. If you want to see Producer T, he's in a few videos. If you want to look up a quiz video, you can see my girlfriend and Producer T going at it in a BVB quiz. So if you want to take a look at Producer T's pretty face, you can find it there. We need Frankfurt to win. Yes, we do. Frankfurt, and I don't know. I have a feeling, and I just saw. What do you think the correct score will be from Eric? And I don't know. We're 33 minutes in. It's a pretty open game so far. Leipzig definitely looks like the better team, but they're defending pretty well. And it's like I said, it's been open. We've had a couple chances. I'd probably have to say 2-0 Leipzig if you want an exact score of what I would say. Hadara has been quality on the right. Hadara is a solid player, and he's very versatile too, because in my opinion, I always thought of him more as a box-to-box center mid. But I think he's been pretty solid on the right too. Sorloth is getting involved from time to time, but I don't know. It just looks like he's a step off. There's been a couple balls that went in the box for him that he's just hasn't been able to get, and it's surprising because I don't know if any of you guys follow the Turkish league, but he had a sensational. Oh, that's a nice ball. Oh, Angelino on the volley. That was a nice save by Trapp. But yeah, Sorloth had an unreal season last year, and he won the Turkish Cup for the team he played for, and then ended up obviously getting bought here by Leipzig. But he hasn't been given a lot of chances to shine, and a lot of the times they play with Forsberg as like a false nine. It just shows how versatile and how Nagelsmann likes to play. But if I saw him play a lot last year, and if I was Leipzig Nagelsmann, I would try to get him firing as soon as we could, because I think he's a quality center forward. And that's a nice ball into the box. Open man. Oh, collected by Trapp. Do you think it's going to be both? Do you think it's going to be both two teams to score? Do you think, Eric, I think you're asking me, do you think both teams will score? I mean, like I said, like if I had to guess, I'd say Leipzig would probably win 2-0, 1-0. I don't know if I see Frankfurt scoring. It is a pretty open game, so I mean there could be a chance to see like a 1-1 kind of game. I don't know. I don't know. It's a close game. It could go honestly either way. But if I was a betting man, I'd put on a 2-0 bet. But I could totally see it going either way, because like Frankfurt has had a couple breaks. Kostic is always very dangerous when he gets into the box. But yeah, I don't know. If you putting some money on, you can let me know. Is Kamada playing well? I think he's been pretty quiet in my opinion. I haven't seen him too much on the ball. I think Kostic will probably be the most dangerous person right now for Frankfurt, as well as Silva, but he's like the Asian Havertz. He's a good player, and the thing I find with him is he'll be quiet in games, and then he'll just come to life. He plays just under the striker. He likes playing as that false nine cam position, but yeah, he's a very talented player, and I wouldn't put it past him just to wake up in a game like this. Do you like Kamada? Because I do. No, he's amazing against Bayern. Someone disliked the stream. I know, unbelievable. They probably saw Leipzig and click dislike. That's okay. But if you haven't done so already, you can drop a like on the stream. It means a lot to us, as this is a little experiment. You guys are the first ones taking a look at our featured match, and hopefully going forward, it can just bring interest to the Bundesliga worldwide. It's a huge goal of what we're trying to do here. helps when Tyler Adams is on Leipzig, honestly. Just especially for a game like this. He's a very talented young American. I do like watching him, so it's pretty cool to see what he can do in a game like this, and obviously being able to talk with you guys. But yeah, it's pretty cool. George disliked the stream. If there's two teams that George absolutely hates, it's Leipzig and Frankfurt. and yeah, he's getting it could be George. We know that. But yeah, that's funny. But yeah, I thought it was funny. The first featured match on the channel is literally the two teams that George hates the most. He says he doesn't like Dortmund. He said he hates them. Blah blah blah. He doesn't hate them as much as he hates these two teams. I know that. He likes watching Dortmund. He likes watching Dortmund lose to Bayern, but for the most part, I think he likes watching Dortmund do relatively all right. If it was up to George, he would like both of these teams to do poor, especially Frankfurt. He's got a dying hatred for that club. But his old boy Niko Kovac won against PSG for Monaco, so it was an impressive win. I'm not sure if any of you guys follow Ligue 1, but that was a pretty cool win for them. But Kostic is always dangerous. Doesn't get tired too. Yeah, he's one of my favorite left wing backs to watch. He's got such attacking threat. He's such a good player. Same as Angelino. Honestly, both of the two left wing backs in this game are sensational to watch. And I'm honestly, if I was gonna pick two dangerous players to keep an eye on for this game, it would be literally the two left wing backs. Because Kostic it's crazy the way that a player like that can control a game. And even Angelino, we saw Angelino score two headers this season already. A little 5'0". It's pretty cool to see. So I'm excited to watch both these players. I do, like I said, rate Under Silva. I think he's such a good striker, and I don't think he got a fair shot when he was at Milan. But I think he's building back his reputation. He's always been good for the Portuguese national team, and he's been pretty solid for this Frankfurt team, as well as Bas Dost. So I definitely really like both of those players, and it's pretty cool to see Silva do well. Because I don't have any hatred against Frankfurt. I was very excited when Frankfurt beat Munich in that cup final a few years ago. So they got a little place in my heart for not hating them, but they're doing a good effort here today. But Leipzig is definitely, in my opinion, gonna get one. I'm not sure when or who. Oh, that's a nice ball there by Silva. He's on the break here. Kovac is crap. Kamada is on the ball, so let's see what your little Japanese Havertz can do. Well defended. Did you watch our derby today in the U23? I watched parts of it. I had my dad came over and kind of interrupted that. I saw Ansgar Knopf's goal, which was a very nice goal, and then we obviously next thing I know it's a 5-1 win. So let me know if you guys would like me to see a watch along of our U23s play, because that was something that I was thinking of doing, and a lot of the times we do have access to watching those games because Borussia Dortmund features them on their YouTube channel. So if you guys would like to down the line see the derby today, would have been a good one to do. It was pretty early in Canada, so we weren't quite able to do it for the watch along. Plus we have this one, but yeah, you definitely let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing a Borussia Dortmund U23, Borussia Dortmund to the 19s, or whatever games we can get from time to time, just because they are an exciting team to watch this year, and they're doing sensational. It'd be so cool to see them get promoted too. But that's a nice little ball in the box, and it's well defended there by Frankfurt. Out to Kevin Campbell, who got a handball. But you did join the Tactical Manager TV stream with George on the match day of 6-0, right? I couldn't join as it was 3 a.m. here, LOL. I joined the watch along I joined with George and Tactical Manager was the Brazil game. So I didn't do a, I don't think George or I did a, well, I know I didn't, but George didn't do a watch along of the Germany game, but we did join, George and I both joined Tactical Manager for his Brazil and Uruguay game, which was a good game. He hates Leipzig and Frankfurt more than BB. Yes, he does, absolutely. Josh, what's your most hated Bundesliga team of all time? It'd probably have to be Schalke. I mean, and it's funny, like I said, and let me know what you guys think, but I don't want to see Schalke get relegated. I enjoy the derbies too much to see them get postponed for years, because I don't know, if this Schalke team gets relegated, I think they're going to be in a huge amount of trouble, and I think they'll be in the Bundesliga 2 for years to come. I don't want to see that. I want to see them stay. I'd like to see them finish like 15th, poor season because I don't like them, but I don't want to see them get. I didn't want to see them get relegated, but Bayern now says George is here. George, we were just talking that it's funny because I was talking about doing a featured match from time to time, helping growing the Bundesliga in the North American market, which is the number one thing I want to do, as well as obviously bring our Borussia Dortmund channel together. But I thought it was fun that the first game I did was the two teams you probably hate the most. Frankfurt and Leipzig. So, George, I know you want to say that you hate Dortmund, but I'm pretty sure, and some people agreed with me that you hate Leipzig and Frankfurt the most. So I thought it was very funny that the first featured match on the channel was of your two most hated teams. And but Frankfurt is in there, and that is an excellent finish. Wow. That was a beautiful goal. I think that was their Turkish cam there. Wow. That was a I don't mind Leipzig, but Frankfurt can die. Okay, so George is on my side with the Leipzig one. I like watching them play. They're a good team, but I'm surprised. That was a nice little ball there. It was taken down. It was chested down very nicely. Skipped right past Angelino and a nice finish in the bottom corner. That was a nice goal. And I'm not sure. Let me know if you guys like that or not. But are you still doing the watch along for Dortmund or no? Absolutely. We're doing a double watch along today. We're gonna watch Mukuku smash a few records, but yeah, we were just excited that the Bundesliga is back, and we wanted to get an extra little watch along for you guys today. So that's why we're doing the Frankfurt Leipzig game. We're watching Frankfurt win. George is happy. We're all happy. But yeah, we're definitely doing the Dortmund watch along, and it should be a good one because I can't wait to see if Mukuku comes off the bench. Bayern drop points, and it's a good opportunity to really bring the title race even closer. But that was an excellent goal. So kudos to Frankfurt there. But I scrolled through some messages there, but where are we? All right. Yeah, still think Kovac is a good manager, but not good enough for a very big team. I think Monaco is the perfect team for Niko Kovac. George, let me know what you think. I know you have a lot of hatred for him, but I think there's the type of club Monaco is. I think it fits Kovac pretty well as a manager, and he's doing pretty well there. He's got Kevin Volland, Ben Yedder firing, and he just beat PSG, which in my opinion, coming back from 2-0 is a pretty impressive win. And I think it's a club that suits him pretty well, but Kovac is crap. Yeah, not a lot of people like him. Benching Muller, seriously? Piontek has been pretty poor since he joined Hertha. Yeah, Piontek was another striker I thought would do pretty well going to the Bundesliga. He did sensational for Genoa and even pretty well for Milan, but coming to the Bundesliga, he's just been awful. So I'm not sure what's going to happen there, if he's going to get picked up by another team. Because he's a solid striker. He's just not gelling in Hertha right now. I definitely agree. Yep, he shouldn't have left Genoa so early. And that can be it. But to be fair, when he did leave Genoa, he did very well at Milan. He hit the ground running at Milan and then just went completely flat. And they picked up Ibra and threw him pretty much out the door. But there's the halftime, and honestly, it's a bit of a surprise. Frankfurt's got a 1-0 win with an excellent goal. And I didn't see that result coming so far. But yeah, Piontek leaving Genoa, I thought at the time was decent, especially because he kept it going, but he just couldn't replicate that one season wonder kind of form. And it'd be surprising to me if he stays at Hertha for many more seasons unless he turns this form around. But who's your favorite player at Dortmund? Mr. Marco Reus. He has been my favorite player since pretty much I started following them. Even though Götze technically was probably my first favorite-ish player. I'm not even sure. Thinking back, I had a lot of good memories of Götze, and then they were replaced with a lot of poor memories from Götze. But Reus is my favorite player and will probably forever be my favorite player. Yeah, Mola did not fit Kovac's system. Kovac had a mid-block. Hansi utilizes the high block and played into Mulla's strengths. Yep. Hansi Flick completely changed around Mulla. I like Mulla the most as a center attacking mid just because I think he's a very smart player. He's very good on the ball. And, I mean, it showed breaking the assist record. Hansi Flick's got him firing, so he did not fit Kovac's system. And kudos to Flick for bringing out the best in Mulla. But George didn't know we were live right now. George Raid. Yeah, that George raid was hilarious. I'm not sure who was a part of that the other day, but didn't have my eye on the screen, but producer T was laughing in the background, and then when I got off, he's like, "Yeah, you were raided by George." So that was pretty funny. Bayern drew to Bremen. Yes, they did, and that's huge for today. But yes, can we talk? I forgot that. Can we talk about the Golden Boy Award? Erling Haaland got the Golden Boy Award, and then Fati finished second, with Davies third and Sancho fourth. I'm not surprised that Haaland won. I thought there was a shot that Haaland, Davies, and Sancho all had a pretty decent shot. I didn't think Fati would come anywhere near that. And then he finished second place, which Twitter did not like too much, but that was absolutely crazy that happened. I'm happy that a Dortmund player won it. For me, I didn't care if it was Sancho or Haaland. I just wanted a Dortmund player to win it. They did. That was perfect. But I didn't like the way that even Sancho, like, you can tell me Ansu Fati had a better season than Sancho. You're absolutely crazy. But yeah, I don't know. I'm happy. I thought it was a big dub for Dortmund, and we had a player to celebrate. So I'm assuming Haaland mostly won it due to just the stupid amount of goals that he got. But someone rigged it for Fati. But yeah, I don't know. I was very surprised. But all right, where are we here? And as George says, Frankfurt scores. Yeah, Frankfurt did have a nice goal there. I can't watch the Dortmund game, unfortunately. That sucks. It should be a pretty cool game today just because all eyes are going to be on Moukoko. ESPN has been absolutely hyping up this game. There's no way Moukoko doesn't come off. I don't think there's any scenario. The only one I could think of in my head that Moukoko doesn't come off the bench is if it's a 1-0 nitty-gritty game and they just don't want to put him on. But even if we're losing, we have an attacker to bring on now, something we never had. And if we're winning comfortably, they're going to bring him on. So yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty cool day. I'd be very surprised if they started him. I almost kind of hope they do, but I don't think they will. But I think Haaland's going to start. But Dortmund game is at 4 a.m. here. Holy hell. Yeah, you guys are crazy commitment. I absolutely love it. It's kind of nice here on the Saturday. Most of the Dortmund games get played at 9:30 in the morning. So, it's decent timing. Wake up, have my cup of coffee, and away we go. But George says, yes, he can do his terrorism football there. Yeah, a club like Monaco fits Kovac. And I'm very happy. I don't mind Nico. I'm happy for him. I don't mind Monaco either. So, I don't know, little match made in heaven for them over in Liga. But Davies got robbed. George is not impressed. I think that Davies, in my opinion, didn't deserve to win it, but I'm biased. I thought Haaland or Sancho should. Haaland did, so for me, that's a big win. And I just thought Fati shouldn't be in that discussion at all, so I thought that was very surprising. But how the F is Fati ahead of Davies? Yeah, that was ridiculous. For all three, Sancho and Davies should have definitely been in front of Fati. Fati, in my opinion, should have been a solid fourth, maybe even further down the list. So I thought that was very strange. But maybe it's because he plays for Barca. Maybe Davies didn't do enough in that 8-2 win to. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, but Fati shouldn't have been second. I thought that was very strange. But for me, I don't even care really, just because Haaland won. So that's my opinion. But as a Canadian, I did think that Davies could have finished second, third. I don't know. But Ross Barkley's here. He's excited. Sancho is finished. I'm here. He's announced himself. Someone rigged it for Fati. Yes, I don't know how he got second. It blows my mind. I might turn off notifications and watch it when I wake up. I've done that a couple times, and I just don't have the don't have it in me to do it. As soon as I wake up, I think that I'm gonna watch the Dortmund game if I ever missed one over the years, and I just can't do it. I'm like, I gotta know, or it gets ruined because I check social media accidentally. Force of habits. Have you seen Wirtz play? What do you think of him? I think Florian Wirtz is going to be an excellent player. He is so good for Leverkusen. That Leverkusen team is playing sensational. Peter Bosz has got them playing free-flowing football. He's got Leon Bailey and Diaby in top form. He's got Lucas Alario. He's got a striker who can score now. As well as, I thought Florian was going to become a winger. He played, I thought, a little bit last season as that right wing type player. and he'd been dropping into a center mid, playing very similar to the way that Brandt and Havertz did when they played in Leverkusen. Kid's 17. He's gonna be very impressive, and he's already a starter for Leverkusen. So I just think he's gonna be the definition of a wunderkid. But Moukoko to flop. George, no chance. You gotta know he's coming off the bench today. He's gonna score a goal. And he's gonna break a record, and we're gonna be here, and it's gonna be perfect. Sancho drop for Grealish. Ross Barkley, man. Jack Grealish is in incredible form, though. I don't know if any of you guys are keeping an eye on that Aston Villa team, but they are actually pretty fun to watch. They did lose today, though, and Ross Barkley got injured, so it's nice of him to show up and help us here today, coming back from that injury. But Jack Grealish is in incredible form, man. He's going to go to a better club. He's got to. Like, I know he just signed that. I mean, he's a Villa boy. He signed that new contract, but the way he's playing for England, the way he's playing for Villa, like, any of those top 6 clubs should go after him, in my opinion, because he's too good to be playing for Aston Villa. Villa's a kind of team for, like, a Ross Barkley. I love watching someone get ruined. Oh, the Bayern fan. Moukoko to Bayern and win the Champions League. No. The Bayern fans are here. And they're coming aggressive. No, Moukoko is going to stay just like Reina till 2025, baby. You got to know it. And he's going to be sensational for them, and I'm very excited to watch him today. I hope he comes off a little bit earlier. They're showing Angelino's header goals right now, so watching little 5'6" Angelino score 2 headers cracked me up. But I don't know. I'm pretty excited to see what they do. Like, I have no idea how Moukoko is gonna play. I'd assume he'd want to come on for Haaland, because if he comes on, he's gonna probably want to play as a striker. So I don't know. Maybe they go to a 4-4-2, bring off one of the wingers, or bring off Brandt or Royce. I don't know, but there's no way he's not coming on, and it's gonna be very excited to see how he does. Except all you Bayern fans and Ross Barkley on the stream right now is excellent to see. I don't even know why I'm talking, because you're either just gonna say he's going to Dortmund, or from Dortmund to Bayern, but it's fine. Is your Wi-Fi router a potato? This delay? No, George. I'm going all over the place. The comments are like taking it up. I answer a few and then I scroll back up. But yes, it is pretty much a potato. Yeah, Taylor said. Yeah, Taylor said that we haven't dropped the frame. We're 8 seconds. You're probably just confused because I am going all over the place with the comments. But it's because a comment will pop up and I like it, so I answer it, and then I gotta scroll back up and try to come at it. But doing bits in Barca will get more hype, and the extraordinary thing is that small club. Fatty is excellent, but still not good enough to perform to be ahead of Sancho or Davies. Yeah, like, I don't have any problem with what Fatty is going to do in Barca. I just think that there was no one that should touch Haaland, Sancho, and Davies. In my opinion, those 3 players were like it's those 3, and then it's like a step down to Fatty and everybody else who was in that list, because those 3 were just so much better. And the fact that he got second was just so surprising, because in my opinion, at the highest he should have been was 4th. And honestly, it could have went either way. Like, it wouldn't have surprised me if Davies won. It wouldn't have surprised me if Sancho won, and it definitely didn't surprise me that Haaland did. Just being a Dortmund fan, I'm just very happy that it was obviously a player from our club that won. And honestly, you can put an argument for all 3 of those players. So, but now I'm scrolling down to these Moukoko to Bayern in 2023, and I just am becoming sad. The Bayern fans are rating this, and that's fine, because it's a Leipzig-Frankfurt game. We're at halftime here. I got to answer all the Bayern fans' freaking opinions, and you know what? It's okay. It's okay. If you're going to raid something, raid the Leipzig-Frankfurt stream. It's fine. But the Bayern fans are rating this. Then Haaland to Bayern in 2022. No, you will not be taking any of our players. That's not a thing anymore. You guys took Götze. You ruined his career. It's totally fine. And that'll be the last player. Moukoko will not go there, and neither will Haaland. People should know Moukoko said he dreams of winning the Champions League with BBB, and also the Ballon d'Or with BBB. He did say that. The kid has got some dreams. And honestly, even George is pretty excited to see what he can bring to the table, because it's going to be very interesting to see the kind of player that he can become. And he's so young, and I don't honestly know how he's going to playing at the top. But I'm excited to see him play, because we didn't even sign a striker. It's something that I've been complaining about since we lost the league to you guys 2 seasons ago is that we needed a striker. Paco was injured a lot of the season. Was never really fit, always came off the bench. He did crazy good for coming off the bench. But Mario Götze was our starting striker, which was a joke. He had a solid season. He had 7 goals, 7 assists. But if we had an actual striker to play in the games where Paco couldn't play in, it would have helped us. And we never signed one because we were saving up for Moukoko. And yeah, so we held off till pretty much November 20th to have this kid in. So it's going to be very curious to see how he does today. But let's see what you guys are saying. Lineups are up for the Hertha Dortmund game. All right, well, I might as well just take a little boo at that, because I haven't scrolled down any of the messages, but I can imagine that I can't. No, they're not up yet, are they? Oh, producer T is showing me the starting lineup for Dortmund: Berkey, Meunier, Akanji, Hummels, Guerrero, Witzel, Chan, Dahoud. I don't know what formation we're playing. Looks like we're gonna play in a 4-3-3. And then Royce, Brandt, Holland. So yeah, that's a really weird formation. I have no idea what they're doing. But with Witzel, Chan, Dahoud, looks like they're gonna be our 3 center mids, with Royce and Brandt probably out on the wings, and Holland. I don't know. Why watch along this game and not the Dortmund game? D North, we're doing both, my friend. We would definitely not miss the Dortmund game today. We're going to watch Moukoko break all the records. The purpose behind this watch along is this is obviously a Dortmund channel, and we are all about making the Dortmund community come together. But I also have a passion for the Bundesliga. In my opinion, it's the best league in the world. It's my favorite league to watch. And we're going to do just something on the channel that's called a featured game. And from time to time, in a game that we enjoy watching, and I think the Leipzig-Frankfurt game was going to be a good one, we had nothing really to do today. We were going to just cover it with you guys and really just talk about Dortmund. We have a lot of Bayern viewers because of George. And yeah, we're just talking, and that way, going forward, we're just going to hopefully do these games from time to time and just help the Bundesliga in general grow. But we're absolutely doing the Dortmund game today. No way we're missing that. I'm very excited about it. It's probably the most excited game this season that I've been looking forward to, mainly because of Moukoko. But yeah, that's an interesting lineup for Dortmund, though. I'm gonna have to take a look at that. But I'm assuming they're playing in a 4-3-3, which is something I haven't seen them play in forever. Actually, probably I don't know if you guys remember the old Guardiola's old formation for Bayern when it almost looked like a little Christmas tree. It was a 4-3-2-1. And I think that's probably how Dortmund will play, because they'll have the 3, Witzel, Chan, and Dahoud as the 3 center mids, with Brandt, Royce playing just under Holland. That's my guess. Anyways, but guys, if Moukoko comes on, we should all spam Muslera. All right, Bayern now needs to stop giving ideas to the Bayern viewers here, because I'll be very upset. Bayern 2025 lineup: Holland, Moukoko up front, Masala, and Reina. Okay, all right. The Bayern fans are making me very upset. So we can't raid the Dortmund game. No. You probably will, but I'm going to say no. I think we're playing with a 3-back today. Actually, that could make sense. It looks like the way that BBB Buzz set it out was they were saying a 4-3-3. But that's the way I see it. But if it was in a 4-back or a 3-back, it would be Hummels, Akanji, and Chan. Yeah, actually, yeah, you pointed out yeah, actually, that's probably what they're doing. It'll probably be Hummels with Akanji and Chan, Guerrero, Meunier, Witzel, Dahoud, and then Brandt, Royce, and Holland. Yeah, actually, I think you're right. BBB News said, though, it was going to be a 4-3-3, but I actually think you're right. That's a very good point. Would rather have BVB win the Bundesliga with Schalke staying up, or Bayern win the league with Schalke. Are you asking me what I would rather? Would you rather have BVB win the Bundesliga with Schalke staying up, or Bayern win the league as Schalke being relegated? Well, I absolutely don't want Schalke to get relegated, so it's a very easy answer for me. I don't like Schalke, obviously, but I don't want to see them get relegated. I like watching the derbies. it's a fun rivalry. Like you love to hate them. It's always fun watching the derbies. Nothing I like more than watching Dortmund beat Schalke and beat Bayern. So if they are relegated, I think their club's already in financial trouble. They won't be back up in the Bundesliga for a few years, in my opinion. So for me, easy. Dortmund win the league and Schalke stay up. No questions. Schalke shouldn't get relegated. That would hurt the Bundesliga as a whole. I totally agree. We will absolutely miss the derby. And then the Bayern fans with the Bayern 2025 lineup. Don't even want to look at it. Lamptey is a good little right back. I'm surprised Chelsea let him go so early. I'm not sure if there's a buyback clause in there or not, but they'd definitely be missing out if they kept that out with Upamecano, Lucas Davies, Goretzka, Kimmich, Sané, Haaland, Gnabry. Only the one Dortmund player, but I don't see Haaland going to Bayern. If he leaves, I see him going to the Premier League or potentially Madrid. All right, looks like Leipzig is making a change. And it is Emil Forsberg coming on. I'm not sure who they're taking off. And Poulsen as well, George's favorite player. So I hope he scores on this just to make George happy. But if you guys haven't dropped a like yet, or if you haven't subscribed, be sure to do so. We're sitting at 19 likes, you know. A little bit of OCD. You don't like that number. You want it to be even. So if you drop the 20th like, I will give you a shout out. And then tell you anything you want to know. I don't know. Oh, there it is. Someone gave it 20. I appreciate it, my guy. Got to go. Bye, G. Peace out, my friend. Bayern viewer has left, so we're not going to get the Bayern updates of Mukuku. But we are on the way in the second half here. It's been actually a pretty decent watch so far. There was a couple of subs. And it's so dangerous seeing what Leipzig can do from the bench. Seeing players like Forsberg and they got that Willy Orban on. I'm not sure who else. And Poulsen as well. So I think they had 3 subs right at halftime. You don't see that too often. But they are losing to Frankfurt. So, I mean, honestly, you know, you don't want to see you don't want to see them lose to Frankfurt. That's the big loss for them. Nagelsmann's a pretty aggressive manager. That's an excellent ball there, though. Kostic is on it. Oh, that's a nice save. Out for a corner. 22 likes. Oh, appreciate it, my friends. Appreciate it. Let me know if anyone has subscribed, though. I'm not sure if the bouncing Josh came up or not. He only does so if your account is not private. So if you did subscribe, let me know, and I will give you a shout out if it didn't pop up on the screen. But we appreciate all the support. No Haaland, and it's perfect. Yeah, no Haaland. No Haaland. He is not going to Bayern. No way. But there's a nice little corner here. Well worked. Kamada with an awful effort. Thiago Dantes. No Mokuku. No Mokuku. It's okay. No Mokuku. Chelsea just make talents and go and buy them back for 50 mil. It's a very fair point. Yes, they do. They've had a lot of solid players over the years. Chelsea have. They've sold a lot of them off and bought them back for a stupid amount of money. So I can totally see them buying back Lamptey because a lot of the times they put in these weird clauses, and in these weird clauses they sell them for $5 million and then buy them back for 25 because that's just how Chelsea does business. So yeah, I agree. But with Bayern losing points and Leipzig losing right now, we have to capitalize. Yeah, and we often fail to do so. I definitely agree. I'm gonna be very curious to see how the boys can do today. Hertha is a tough team to watch because they can be very nitty gritty and hard to break down. But this is a game that is going to mean a lot to us. Like you totally said it. If Frankfurt can win this game right here against Leipzig, and obviously Bayern dropping 2 points, it just opens the title race right back up because losing that Bayern game obviously deflates the team, man. It's a tough loss to have. But for me, Bayern losing, it should just give them the momentum that they need, and I think that it will. I'm just very curious about the starting 11. Like I'm not sure how I fully feel about going back to the 3 back. As you guys know, I really like the 4-2-3-1 formation, but it can become predictable. So they were playing and they were in good form with that 3 back formation. And maybe it can suit a game like this. Hertha can be a tough team to break down. They often do play in the 4-2-3-1, so maybe they want to counteract that. I'm not fully sure. I'm not honestly fully sure what they're going to do, but I am excited to see it. Josh, what Bundesliga team would you surprise this season? Probably Union. For me, a big surprise, but it actually wasn't well, I didn't say it was a surprise, but Stuttgart, for me, is a big surprise. Last season, it was Union Berlin. I predicted Union to get relegated, and they had an unbelievable season for their standards, and they're having a great season again this year. They picked up a great signing in Max Kruse. Max Kruse is a great player. He obviously had a good season for Fenerbahce as well. But for me, watching a team like Stuttgart come up and play as well as they have been is fantastic because I predicted them, I think, a 13th place finish. And considering they're in the top half of the table, they got players like Nicolas Gonzalez playing in the Argentina national team. They got a young American manager, and I really rate him. And it's honestly awesome to see. So I'm very happy. You guys know how much I love watching the North Americans do well in the Bundesliga. So watching their coach do so well and being so young, I think it's very impressive. But let me know what you guys think. Who's been your most impressive or surprising Bundesliga team this season? Because for me, it's got to be Stuttgart. Did you know that there's a picture on the internet of Kimmich wearing a Dortmund jersey? I don't, but if you have Twitter or you have Instagram, actually if you have Twitter, go to @TV_JJD. If you can find that Kimmich picture wearing the Dortmund jersey, tag me in it, because I would absolutely love to see that. I've never seen that picture. I know that there was one I thought of Mukuku wearing a Bayern jersey, which I thought people kept tagging me in. But if you find a Kimmich one wearing a Dortmund jersey, definitely let me know, because that is awesome. Joshua Kimmich is obviously a great player, and he's a huge loss for them. That's a nice ball over to Forsberg. But for me, one of the biggest reasons why Bremen picked up points today against Bayern was that they were missing Kimmich. Obviously, Bayern's saying it doesn't exist. Bayern now isn't saying it doesn't exist. Well, we're going to find out. Whoever said that picture, tag me on Twitter, and I want to see if it does exist. I'm going to send it to George if it does. But, yeah, I mean, George, let me know what you thought. I mean, I know you mentioned it a little bit in your watch-along, but, like, how big was a loss of Kimmich to you guys today? Because for me, like, starting off with Martinez as your only center defensive mid, and then Goretzka by himself, Goretzka did decent, but it just didn't work. You could totally tell that. Oh, Angelino, nice ball. You could totally tell that you guys had a huge hole in the middle of the park without having Kimmich there, and it shows just how important he is. But yeah, definitely tag me in that. I want to see Kimmich wearing a Dortmund jersey. I think it'd be funny if it exists. I don't necessarily think going back to a 3 is the worst thing ever. Actually makes us more unpredictable, and I agree. And I really like the 4-2-3-1 formation, but it makes us more unpredictable, like you said. Leipzig does it a lot. Leipzig plays so many different formations. The 4-2-2-2, the 4-4-2, 4-2-3-1, 3-4-2-1. Like, they're absolutely all over the place, which is why it makes them very hard to play. But yeah, so I mean, I'm kind of excited, I guess, to see them go back to the back 3. But for me, my favorite formation and the way that they play is the 4-2-3-1. It's obvious what team would do surprisingly bad, and that's Schalke. Sort of. A lot of people, like, at the beginning of the season, I had a very poor Bundesliga prediction. Looking back on it, it's going to be a lot of fun analyzing that video. But taking a look at how Schalke did, I said they were going to get 9th, which is just a pathetic guess by my part, because they are just atrocious. But as soon as I said that they were going to finish in 9th, everyone pretty much called me out and said that no, they're going to be in a relegation fight, and you guys were absolutely correct. But yeah, so I don't know. I think it's a little surprising that they haven't won after 8 match days now. I think the record is 0-3-5. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I guess it's surprising, but for me, it's got to be Stuttgart. Stuttgart's my most surprising team. But this game will be a big surprise result, though. And I don't know, like after that goal, Leipzig just has not looked in the game. They look very unorganized right now, which is very unlike Nagelsmann. and they're not. I'm not even sure what system they're playing. I think they're playing still the 4-4-2 or the 4-2-2-2. But Angelino's definitely been their most dangerous player, and that's their left back, and that should just not be the case. For some reason, Schalke began to suck after they signed Sané. Yeah, Schalke has had a few dreadful seasons, and like I said, with their financial situation, I just don't. I see if they get relegated, I see them being stuck down there for a few seasons, and I don't know. I don't want to see them get relegated like that and get stuck down there. I don't know. It would just suck. For some reason, did you know that there was a picture of Kimmich wearing a Dortmund jersey? If you can find it, tag me on Twitter or Instagram. I haven't seen it. George says it doesn't exist. So if you do have that picture, tag us in it, and we will tag George because it's fun. It's funny. I don't know. But yeah, let me know what your guys' most surprising team is. I'm assuming you were saying Schalke then, but I don't know. For me, it was expected that they were going to be bad. It wasn't expected. I guess they were going to be that bad. Someone's saying that it's photoshopped, and it could be. I have no idea. Kimmich played for Stuttgart, so I don't know if he was a Stuttgart fan growing up. I'm not sure what fan he was, but it'd be funny if he was wearing a Dortmund jersey. I liked it. I can't imagine any footballers wearing a Leipzig jersey, obviously, because they just weren't around. They do have very nice jerseys, though. We may have to do a little tier list about the nicest jerseys in the Bundesliga. Because I was looking at Werder Bremen's jerseys today, and I thought they were sensational. Green's my favorite color, though, so maybe that's why I'm a little biased, but I really like Bremen's kits today. Tyler Adams has been relatively quiet. I don't know if there's any of you guys from the U.S. that are watching right now, but for me, Tyler Adams has got to play in the center of the park. He's just, I don't know, he's just not, in my opinion, he's not a right back. And I don't know, I just think he's such a talented player, and like I said, he did so many good things in the MLS, and coming over to Leipzig, I think he's been doing so well, but for me, it's a little passion to see like these Canadians, the North Americans coming to the Bundesliga and doing well. I absolutely love it. Even the managers. It's why you guys heard my Jesse Marsch suggestion. Oh, that was a beautiful goal. And who did it come from? It came from Angelino. What a goal. That was Poulsen. Poulsen scored. George, are you there? You got to watch the goal, my friend, because he absolutely hit a cracker. Cracker of a goal. But yeah, it was swung out nicely by Campbell. I think he kicked it over to Mukuku, who found Angelino. It looks like it's onside. Yeah, it is definitely onside. And that's such a nice finish. Wow. 1-1. On the side of the heel. That's a beautiful goal. And that went bar down, too. Angelino is got such talent, though. It was an excellent cross. Weirdly taken by Poulsen. Puts it bar down. George is absolutely pissed. George, you got to admit, that was an excellent goal. That was such a nice goal. Probably the goal of the match day. I can't see anyone topping that, but yeah, that was beautiful. Jonathan says Dortmund starting 11 dropped. Any thoughts? As you guys know, and as I've said, the 4-2-3-1 is my favorite formation, but I do think switching time to time back into the 3-4-3 will help us. BVB Buzz dropped it, and they set it up as a 4-3-3, but it just doesn't fit. So someone pointed out in the chat, and I agree with them, that it's probably going to be the 3-4-2-1. Holland will be our striker, Brandt and Royce floating under him, which is, without a singular cam, having them float beside each other under Holland, I think Brandt and Royce will do well off of each other. So I do like the front three, because if they were playing out on the wings, I don't think Brandt or Royce would do that. Like, FootMob has them lined up in the 4-3-3, but I can't see that's how they're going to line up. It could go one of two ways. If it's a back three, it'll be Berkey, Meunier, Akanji, Hummels, Chan, Guerrero, Witzel, Dahoud, and then the front three. But like I said, Royce and Brandt will be tucked under Holland. If they play in a 4-3-3, which they haven't done in a long time, Royce and Brandt will probably still drop a little bit under Holland. Dahoud, Witsel, Chan will be in the center of the park, and then the usual back four. So this isn't fair. I hate Frankfurt. Letting a bum like Poulsen score. That was an excellent goal, though. Man, was that ever a goal. I definitely rated that. That was... And it came from Angelino. If I was taking a look at this game and saying where any of the goals would come from, I said for Frankfurt, they're coming from Kostic, their left wing back, or it was coming from Angelino, Leipzig's left wing back, and that's exactly what happened. But that finish was incredible. So I don't know. Jonathan, what do you think about the starting 11? Hey, JJD TV. Just stopping by to show some support. Too bad Tactical Manager TV has a live stream at the same time. Dustin, my friend, welcome to the channel. I know it sucks. Tactical Manager invited us to go on his game for today, which is the Orlando City game, and I would have loved to, but we obviously had this one planned. But we'll get Tactical Manager on here for a watch along, and hopefully I'll be able to jump on theirs for the MLS playoffs. That's a nice little ball collected by Trap. But Dustin, an update on the game is that it's pretty 50-50. It's a very open game. Honestly, the two left wing backs, in my opinion, have been the best player. Angelino for Leipzig and Kostic for Frankfurt. And the one goal that was scored from Poulsen was probably the goal of the season so far. Angelino whipped in a beautiful ball. He took it on the outside of his boot and put it bar down. It was honestly sensational. So you ignored my comment about Mukuku's age twice. I don't remember seeing that. Did I scroll by it? Send it again. I'm sorry if I ignored your comment. I'm assuming you said something about him looking a lot older than he actually is, because he does, but he's 16. I've never done 2 match watch-alongs in one day, and we will see how the voice pulls together, because if Mukuku scores, I will be freaking out. Way too early to say, but in the situation where Mukuku is an instant success, should Mukuku and Holland both start? If so, what shape? That's a very interesting question to ask, Jonathan, and honestly, I don't know, because I personally don't believe that the 4-4-2 formation is a formation built for success. But I think Mukuku's so young and so dynamic, he can play out on the wings, that I think if he is a success, you'll probably see Mukuku play out on the wings, in which case he can probably play as a 4-2-3-1 as an outside attacking mid. Or if we play actually a really good formation, because we are used to playing with it and we've done it in the past. If Mukuku is an instant success and he plays alongside Holland and they're a match made in heaven, I see us playing in the 3-4-1-2, where we have the usual Hummels, Akanji, Chan as our center backs, Meunier, Guerrero as the wing backs. Then take your pick in the middle of the park, Delaney, Dahoud, my preferred center mids. And then the one cam, again, take your pick, Brandt or... Oh, but that takes out Sancho too. But, I don't know. Sancho could even play as a cam. It could be Sancho, Royce, Brandt, whoever as your center attacking mid. And then you could have Holland and Mukuku as our strikers. So, I'm not sure. Poulsen goal is not that great. Josh overhyped. Oh, my, are you insane? Did you not see that goal? The way that he took that with the outside of his, like literally on the outside of his boot. It hit his foot like that and it went bar down. That was an excellent taken goal. I was very, very, very impressed with it. But, yeah, that's how I see Mukuku playing. Or I see Mukuku playing out on the wings. In which case he can play in any formation. Frankfurt scored an own goal. Damn. Wow, I need to watch the highlights. Thanks, George. If I'm not active in the chat, it's because I'm also on the other chat, but cheers, bro. Appreciate it, Dustin. Guys, check out Tactical Manager TV if you haven't already. We do a lot of content with him as well as obviously Bayern now, and we're watching George's second favorite team in Frankfurt. Put up a pretty good effort today against Leipzig, but Kamada just came off for Frankfurt, and in my opinion, he did nothing. I don't know. I wasn't overly impressed with him today. So like, honestly, most of the team on Frankfurt, in my opinion, in the attacking front has been pretty quiet. But I think Leipzig's definitely been the better team. Tyler Adams just about ate it right there. But yeah, so That's how I see Mukuku fitting in. Some Bayern fan page posts a picture of Kimmich wearing a jersey as a kid. I haven't seen it, but you don't know. You see the way that Kimmich is with Bayern. I wouldn't be too worried if he was wearing a Dortmund kit. Kimmich has got some passion about his club. Something I do respect with him. He's obviously a great player as well. But I don't know. I'm very excited for the game today, though. Producer T is buzzing up and down. We're expecting a good showing. And yeah, it's been a decent game so far. I'm just excited club football's back. We all know our opinions on the international break. They're long, they're sad, and you just kind of want it to end. So for me, it's a big win. It's a big win that it's back, and this Leipzig game has been a pretty decent watch. But I'm kind of hoping that Frankfurt wins, I guess. I don't know. I kind of like the title challenge that Leipzig brings in. Makes it a little more interesting, but I don't know. Not a lot of people are big fans of Leipzig, so I don't know. I could go either way. Maybe a draw is the perfect way to end this game. Hey, random question. Do you see Real Madrid getting knocked out of the group stage this season? I don't see them getting knocked out in the group stage, but I see them probably getting knocked out. I don't know. No, I don't see them. No, I don't see them getting knocked out in the group stage. I think they just have too much talent. They're having an awful season, in my opinion. Their formations are all over the place. Hazard isn't playing very well. Their entire attack comes from Benzema. They're not doing overly well in both Champions League and the club. So, yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how they do, but I still don't think they'll get knocked out in the league, in the group stage. But I don't see them coming. I don't see them being a team to win it. Not a chance. They're not that kind of club that they used to be anymore. Ramos, in my opinion, is kind of declining a little bit. He's a little unpredictable. It gets him in trouble. Not as defensive oriented as he once was. And I don't know. Yeah, there's something missing about that team. Watching that Valencia game was a real indicator as to that. That Valencia team is pathetic. No offense to our Valencia fan in here. Like I like Valencia. Don't get me wrong. But like I said, like their club is all over the place right now, and for them to lose the players they did and go out and beat Madrid 4-1, 3 penalty shots. I don't know. It was just ridiculous. But hello, my friend. Hello. How are you? Are you coming here to watch Frankfurt and Leipzig? And if so, do you care about the game? And if you do, who do you want to win? Because I'm honestly not sure who I want to win this game. But George is letting us know that Spurs are winning 2-0. And that is not surprising to a lot of people, because I was watching a lot of the games and people were just saying that City was definitely the not favorites. They're the underdogs, and I just find that so surprising. Like hearing like Spurs are the team that is now favorites against City, and seeing them now be down 2-0 after Guardiola's new contract. I like it. I rate it. I'm kind of happy that they're losing, but you know, that's just me. Holy crap! Awesome goal. First touch off the ball. Lo Celso and scores. Harry Kane assists again. I'm gonna have to watch those highlights because I'm actually pretty pumped to see that City's gonna lose. Let me know if you guys, if RB Leipzig, it's not good for Dortmund. If Leipzig win, it's not good for Dortmund. But it does keep the title a little bit more interesting. So I'm honestly thinking like a draw is my preferred one right now. We're at the 67th minute. It's looking like a draw. If I was gonna pick a team to actually take the win over, I would probably say it's Leipzig. Leipzig. They are a better team. They're looking a little bit more dangerous, but I'm torn. I'm torn if I want to see more of the title race and see Leipzig pick up important points, or if I just want to see Dortmund jump back up to second, which is probably what I want. So I'm kind of hoping for a draw. That way, Bayern and Leipzig both drop points, and it's, I don't know, happy days. We're good. But I don't know. Be sure you guys are able to stick around for the match watch along of the Dortmund game. Obviously, the main reason we're here. Just bringing a little match watch along for you guys, though. And it's been a good watch. It's been a good watch so far. I thought the Poulsen goal was sensational. You know, that's just me. But a couple of you guys said it wasn't that good. I just thought the way he took it was so well. To be able to turn like that, get the ball somehow on the end of his foot and put a bar down. It's just me. I don't know. Dortmund would draw later. Stalemate all over the league. No. Come on. The hype of Mukuku coming in, as well as they know the importance that this game is, especially if Leipzig and Bayern obviously both drop points. So you're inviting us to the Dortmund watch along. Yes, you guys are all welcome to come to the Dortmund watch along. Just, you know, we're going to be positive about Mukuku because he's not going to Bayern. But who do you love more, Real Madrid or Barcelona? So Real Madrid is one of my least favorite teams. I do not like Madrid any way, shape, or form. I've actually been to Barcelona and watched the game live, so I have a little bit of love for Barca. It was pretty cool. I obviously went backpacking, went to 3 games while I was over there. We went and watched Dortmund play Frankfurt, which Dortmund won 3-1. Then we watched in Wembley the Nations League game between Spain and England, which Spain won 3-2. And then we watched the Barcelona and Girona game, which PK got a red card in the 15th minute. So they played down a man the entire game, but still tied. Had a nice draw in a 2-2 game with Messi scoring. So that was actually pretty cool to see, obviously, one of the greatest players of all time score. And so, yeah. So, I mean, I like Barcelona way more than I like Real Madrid because, like I said, I just don't like Madrid. But, yeah, out of one of the greatest rivalries of all time, let me know who you guys support. Because for me, it's not even close. It's Barcelona well over Real Madrid. But if you guys do enjoy Madrid, let me know. I'm assuming some of it might have to do with Ronaldo, which is totally understandable. Yeah, it was a great goal. George is just mad. Yeah, it was a good goal. It was a top goal. You said no raids. No raids are allowed, but you can watch. You can watch and then comment about how good Mukuku is doing. That is the goal. We got the Muzzy. Because we're looking to obviously raise money for Movember, so if you guys want to check out our Movember page, you can. Someone commented 2-1. I'm not sure which game you're referring to. I'm assuming maybe the City-Tottenham game. But I didn't take a look at the Hoffenheim-Stuttgart game, so let me know if you guys watched any of that. I heard Nicolas Gonzalez, who's a player I rate pretty highly. They used to call me deluded for saying Pavard was average. Pavard is average, though, George. No, but Benjamin Pavard is a solid player. I think he's more of a center back than a right back, but that's just my personal opinion. But I'm pretty sure you guys have been playing him mostly as a right back this season, if you ask me. But that's why Pavard blocked you. I forgot Pavard blocked you. Yes, he did. Who do you like best in the Premier League? My favorite team in the Premier League is Chelsea. El Super Professor. We have a Leipzig fan, maybe. Are you a Leipzig fan, my friend? If so, please explain why. A lot of people would be interested to know that. Are you from Leipzig? Are you a Tyler Adams fan? I'm not sure. But yeah, my favorite team in the Premier League is Chelsea. Like I said, it was my first soccer coach's. I know I said soccer. I'm Canadian. I'm sorry, but that's just what it was. It was like Timbits soccer. That's what it's called. So I don't know what else to call it. Timbits football, if you prefer. But he gave me a Frank Lampard jersey, so you know. They were my club, so I follow them in the Premier League. So, but yeah, my club is Dortmund, and my Premier League club is Chelsea. So you know, as easy as that. I need to know, El Super Professor, why are you a Leipzig fan? Let us know. Someone says they want to roast you. We won't roast you. I'm just genuinely curious as to what you guys are thinking, and why Leipzig? Because I found a fan on Twitter the other day who was a Leipzig fan. He had Forsberg as his profile picture. Long-serving player, seems about right. That's a nice header there, and collected well by Trapp. Yo, I didn't know you were streaming this. Yeah, Luca, so welcome to the stream. If you were curious or wondering why we are, we're trying to bring something to the channel. Obviously, as you guys know, I'm a Dortmund fan. This is a Dortmund channel. We are going to do as many Dortmund watch-alongs as we can. But I'm also a big Bundesliga fan. And I love the league in general, and it's got a huge growth right now in the North American market. So I figured we'd include something from time to time that's a featured match. And when producer T and I have some time, which we did today, I've just been excited to get club football back. It's the number one thing I was looking forward to. That I was going to watch this game anyways. I watched the Bayern game this morning, and we're going to do our match watch along on the Dortmund game. So we did our featured match of the week. So our featured match is between Frankfurt and Leipzig, where we can obviously just, again, try to help build the Bundesliga in the North American market, which is another big goal for mine for the channel, as well as obviously finding all of the English-speaking and any Dortmund fan to the channel. That's our goal. But it's been pretty fun so far. A lot of you guys have been pretty active in the chat. It's been a pretty good game. So yes, if that's why you're wondering why we're doing it, and I don't know how often we're going to do it. We had time today. Girlfriend went shopping. Producer T came over. His girlfriend's working. Why not watch some footy? I wanted to watch the game anyways. But I'm not. Lucas says it's nice. And do you know why our game is late? I have no idea actually why our game is late. I'm assuming just because they do that from time to time. They have a late game. I mean, after club football, people are excited to see the game's coming back. So they had the morning game. They had for me, the afternoon game. And then finally they have the late night show. In the UK and in Germany, that game's happening obviously at nighttime. I think it's about like 7 or 8 there. But for a lot of our Indian and honestly Asian viewers, that sucks for them because it's like 4 in the morning. But yeah, so that's why we're doing this watch along. So if you guys do like the fact that we're doing these featured games, like let us know, because I just like talking with you guys. Our favorite thing about the channel is doing these watch alongs, communicating with you guys, and just helping the Bundesliga grow in general. So we did find a Leipzig fan who did find the stream. So he never told me why he's a Leipzig fan. I don't know if we scared him off. But we have someone else here who says, what do you think about Eintracht Frankfurt? My friend, if you are a Frankfurt fan, let me know. I'm curious if you are, but for me, I like Frankfurt. Like they're a neutral team-ish for me. I don't wish them poorly. I like seeing them compete. And in my opinion, they've been a real fun underdog team to watch in the past few years. Watching them obviously win the cup was super cool. Watching them have players like that trio was one of my favorites to watch. And Rebic, Jovic, and who was the third? Haller. Sebastian Haller. Those three were sensational together. And I liked watching them play, and watching them obviously compete and win the cup was pretty cool. He is a Frankfurt fan, my friend. Well, we're obviously we're a Dortmund channel here, but we're trying to help obviously build Bundesliga as well. So I mean, if you want to, you can subscribe. I will give you a nice little shout out and welcome to the channel. It's pretty cool. I like finding different fans from all over the world, and yeah. So it's honestly it's pretty cool to have you guys all over. But for me, I like Frankfurt. I think they've done some wonderful things. I think the season that Jovic was there he's one of my favorite players to watch, and I think it sucks what's happening to him right now. Jovic is such a great player, and I actually wanted Dortmund to sign him from Frankfurt. We didn't. I still wanted Dortmund to sign him. He could have been a great backup striker as well. But I don't know. It sucks for him. Madrid is not the place for him. And oh, it's a nice ball though. Oh, it's a nice save. Frankfurt had a good chance there. But yeah, so I mean, I like Frankfurt, and I think they've done some pretty cool things over the season. But Frankfurt is the hate of my life. So that's Bayern. Bayern now. We didn't know that. Do a watch along for the Inter versus Real game this week. I'll have to take a look at the times. Like I said, some of these featured games they'll probably be Bundesliga based, because we are, like I said, we're a Dortmund channel, but we do want to help the Bundesliga. So if Leipzig's playing, Gladbach, Leverkusen, and we'll try to get some of these games in, but it'll depend on if producer T and I are working. As well, it will it will depend on if Dortmund's obviously playing and we can do these games. But we'll definitely take a look at it. That will be a good game. But he is a Frankfurt fan, and that's pretty cool. Yes, the Indonesian audience is here, and I respect it. I respect it because it's obviously any viewer from Asia knows how tough it is to watch the Dortmund games. A lot of them are up until till like 4 in the morning, and I totally respect that because that's absolutely insane. We even have a Brazilian viewer here as well. This stream is starting to look like an official TV show. The thing with the results really adds to the quality. Thanks, Luca. We appreciate it. That is all Producer T. And like I said, my favorite part about doing this channel is doing these watch-alongs with you guys. That's why I said doing the featured game may be fun because it's a game I literally was going to watch anyways. So I might as well do it and talk with you guys about it. And yeah, we're just trying to find new ways to keep adding, making the quality look better, cooler. I love Producer T's idea of bringing up the scores. He got pretty lucky this week though because most of the games were played at the same time, so he won't have to update them. But I thought it was a pretty cool touch by Producer T, so a big shout out to him as well. Would really love to be in this show, but I'm too shy. and maybe we can do that from time to time. Maybe get one of you viewers to pop in from time to time. But what we're doing right now, it's hard to get someone on here. The only way to get someone actually on the show is if we use StreamYard, which really brings down the quality and brings from some of our features, but we are looking into that. Oh, that's a nice ball though. Intercepted. Josh, what was your prediction for the score of this game? My prediction was 2-0 Leipzig, so my prediction is definitely wrong. But I did say, because someone asked me if you had to make a prediction with both teams scoring, I said 1-1. But my personal prediction was 2-0 Leipzig, so I am wrong. Did you stream the Werder Bremen Bayern game? I did not. That is Bayern Now's territory. I said for our featured games, we would never do a featured game without playing Dortmund. We would never do a Bayern game, and we would never do a Schalke game. But yeah, so we can't do it. We can't just do a watch-along of Schalke or Bayern without them playing Dortmund. So those are two teams that we'll never do. But our Enrique, our Brazilian friend, is here. He says Pele or Maradona. I don't know if you're asking me, just because I'm sorry I can't speak Portuguese, if you're asking me which one I like more or who do I think is better. I like Pele more, and I think Pele was a better player than Maradona. That's my opinion. I hope I put my little Portuguese brain in there. But so the perfect combination is Bayern Schalke. Yes. If Bayern Schalke are playing, then I will not be covering them. That will be all George. Do you think that Dortmund will win the league with Favre as the coach? I think that there's a shot that they have it. Like they definitely have a shot, especially with Bayern dropping random points this season, which I've been thinking surprising and very uncharacteristic of them to drop points like that. But there's definitely a shot that they can win the league. I'm not sure what Favre is going to do. I said it a few times on the channel. If Favre doesn't win silverware this season, I think they're going to look elsewhere, and I think Jesse Marsch is the favorite along with Marco Rose. I don't think Nagelsmann's really an option. That's just my personal opinion. I could be wrong. But yeah, for me, I don't know. It's a tough question, but I think there's a chance, especially the Cup. I mean, any team honestly has a chance in the Cup. But for the league, it's a whole different story. It's a different animal. But I think Dortmund's on good form, and I think the results against Bayern, yes, we've lost twice to them, both 3-2, but I think they've both been excellent games. So I'm hoping that Favre can put in a late run together, and we can see how they do. I shot myself in the face with water. That's excellent. Jovic scored 2 goals against Russia in that 5-0 win for Serbia. That was an impressive win for Serbia, which oddly enough led Hungary winning the group. And Hungary has got 2 players playing in this game. Willy Orban changed his nationality from Germany to Hungary to represent it, along with his goalkeeper Glaski. So the Hungary team actually looks pretty solid, and they had a good run, if you guys remember, in the topping the group in the Euro 2016. So Hungary is definitely a team not to screw with, but seeing Serbia manhandle Russia like that was quite impressive. So I'm backing Fabra till the end. As am I, my friend. I said that there's no way that Fabra doesn't see out the season. I said unless he goes on literally like a Peter Bosz type losing streak, that it's gonna end up being a very comfortable season for Fabra. And I think top two is going to be obviously the goal and realistic goal, as well as doing well in the Champions League and the Cup. So we'll see what he can do. So I'm backing him too. There's not going to get replaced mid-season, but if he doesn't win anything this year, I think they'll be looking to move on. I wish Jurgen Klopp would come back to Dortmund and win the Champions League and the league the same year. Call me crazy, but I have a feeling at some point Klopp may return to Dortmund. I think he left at the right time. We had that poor 7th place finish, as you guys probably remember. It was the right time to leave. But for me, I just think that there's a huge place in Klopp's heart that he may come back to Dortmund one day. He's still such a young manager. I don't know. I could be totally crazy, but it wouldn't shock me if Klopp comes back. And if I could pick one manager in the world to take over from Fabra, it would be Klopp. I just don't think that's going to happen. But maybe down the line, maybe 5 years from now, I don't know. How far do you see us going in the Champions League? I personally think we could at least reach the semis. Here's a nice little ball in from Frankfurt, collected pretty well by Peter Glasky, and he sends it on the counter. It's a nice ball. That's onside if Forsberg can get there. He ripped down the defender, and it was a foul. But yeah, I think we can have a good run. We have a very easy group in the Champions League. We should top it. We are sitting top of it right now. And I mean, if a couple draws go our way and it's the Champions League, anything can happen. Like I totally agree that we have a shot in everything we're competing for this year. It's going to be tough to know how the boys are going to do. They just got to be able to obviously show up in the big kind of games, and I don't know. I'm excited to see what they can do. But I think the Champions League is definitely one that they have a shot at doing. They could have easily, in my opinion, took out PSG last year. Unfortunately, PSG did have a good showing in the second leg and took it home, but I'm excited for them, and we'll obviously be covering it along the way. A lot of people are saying goal. I think they're just screwing with us. Do you still remember Kevin Grupgrois? He was sold. Oh yeah, you can't forget him. Kevin Grupgrois fell off a cliff though. I'm not sure what happened to him, but he went from playing as a starting left back to left mid, right attacking mid. He was all over the front. He was a huge player for us. And then he got sold and he was at one point playing in the third tier. I'm not even sure where he is now. I think he's a free agent. A couple teams were looking at him, but he went to Galatasaray. I know that. But yeah, he just completely disappeared. It's a shame to see because he was a talented player and he was still in his early 30s, late 20s, I think, when he started to decline. But I'm not sure quite what happened to him. But I do definitely remember him, and he was a good servant for us here at Dortmund. But his time definitely came to an end, and yeah, it's a shame to see. But I wish he would have had a better end to his career because I think he did have a good career and he was a good player for us. A couple people were saying goal. Someone told me to come to Frankfurt, or come on Frankfurt. We got a Frankfurt fan. Edgar, if you subscribe to the channel, my friend, I will give you a nice little shout out. Or if you did already, let me know and I will give you a nice shout out. But it's nice to have a little bit of a Frankfurt fan here. I think they had a pretty good effort today, to be honest. We have a couple of Frankfurt fans as well. We had a Leipzig fan. This is obviously we're Dortmund fans here on the channel, but we are trying to help promote the Bundesliga the best way we can in the North American market. I'm obviously Canadian, that's why we're doing it. But yeah, it's awesome to have you guys here. And I mean, it wouldn't bug me if that was an excellent save though by Trapp. It's a nice corner kick, and Poulsen had it. That was a beautiful save though. Just a note, Kevin Grupgrois, something like an S, but not a B. Yes, I do. I did know that actually. It's just like Gross, who plays for Brighton Hove Albion. But yeah, that was a poor effort. That was a poor effort by me. But yeah, Grupgrois. I pronounce it weird. But yes, I did know the B trick. Someone taught me that a while ago because I was poor on some of my pronunciations. Pascal Gross, yes. That is the player I'm referring to. And he's got that B, and people told me that, yeah, it sounds like an S. But that is a nice little tip. Obviously, I would love to know German. Can't speak too much of it. My Oma could, though, which was pretty cool. My Oma grew up in a German-speaking household, and she can still speak a little bit of it right now, which is obviously some of the... Oh, we got a nice tip. I'm going to pronounce that in a sec. But yeah, it's pretty cool to see that she spoke German, and it's a reason that I obviously follow the German national team and followed Dortmund and even went to the beautiful country that is Germany. So I would love to be able to speak the language. It would be so cool and very helpful in this channel. But maybe one day. Producer T is looking into it. But we got a nice pronunciation of it. Grosskreutz. Kevin Grosskreutz. See, when you say it's, I think I pronounced it correctly there. That rang a bell. But yes, Kevin Grosskreutz is was a good player for us. But like I said, it was a very, very rapid decline of his talents, and he just completely disappeared. But Spanish? No, my friend. I can only speak one language. I can barely speak it, and it's English. But I would love to be able to speak another language. If I was obviously to do so, it would be German. I would look into doing that, but you know. We got a couple Leipzig fans in the channel. Please do subscribe if you're new. If you do, you may get the floating Josh celebration if your account is not private. Or let me know if you did subscribe and we'll give you a shout out. But it's cool to see some Leipzig fans here. We have a couple Frankfurt fans as well. And our featured match of the week, which has actually been a pretty good game. It was a very open game. We got a couple people saying, let's go Leipzig, but it's looking like it's going to end in a stalemate. These were honestly a pretty open and attacking game both ways. I thought Leipzig was the better team, but it looks towards the end that Frankfurt is on the break, but that was a poor ball to Eric Dermond's out for a goal kick. Mahid says, "What the heck?" I'm not sure if it's our boy from Twitter, but if you're wondering why we're doing a Leipzig Frankfurt game, it's because it's our featured game of the week. We're going to do that from time to time in the channel. We're obviously a Dortmund channel and doing all the Dortmund watch-alongs we can, including the one today. But I do have a passion about growing the Bundesliga in the North American market, which is why from time to time we're going to hope to do a featured game. Ideally with a North American. Tyler Adams being the man right now in Leipzig. And yeah, it's my favorite league, so I want to help it grow in the North American market, and this is the way I like to do so. And it's been pretty fun. You guys have shown some good support today on the watch along. It's been a pretty good game. I was going to watch the game anyways. But the main event's coming up. We got our Dortmund watch along coming on, and we're going to be keeping a special little eye on Mukuku. So I'm pretty excited for that. I don't speak French though, Dark. I'm sorry about that. German is similar to English. I learned it for 5 years in school. That's impressive, Luca. Someone told me that if you could speak English, it's the easiest language in the world to then transition into learning something else. They say English is the hardest one to learn. I thought that was very interesting. So maybe there's a shot I can learn German. I don't know, but I would love to look into it one day. One day I would, but it would be cool. But that's pretty cool, Luca. I'm assuming you can obviously speak German then. You said you learned it for 5 years in school. Hope Leipzig concedes so they lose more points. Hey, Leipzig and Bayern dropping points today is a huge goal, huge for us. So hopefully this match watch along for the Hertha game is going to be a good one. Are you also broadcasting the Dortmund one now? I'm going to jump off here in a couple of seconds, and then we're going to jump back on probably within 10 or so minutes. I'm going to grab something to eat, but that's the end of the game, my friends. By the way, Josh Sargent was solid earlier. Yes, he was. Josh Sargent, another American we'd like to keep an eye on. Do you know why Dortmund like Cologne? I'm a Dortmund fan, but do not know that. It's because they live pretty much side by side. There's a little bit of love before the teams. Taylor's telling me to wrap it up. We got to get going here, but thank you guys, everyone, for your support on the watch along. Please, if you haven't, be sure to like the video and subscribe. It means a lot as we keep growing and helping the Bundesliga grow in North America, as well as the Dortmund game. But that is where we're jumping to next. So I'm assuming a lot of you will be jumping over there. Keep an eye for that, and we're going to be in for our main event, which is the watch along between Hertha Berlin and Borussia Dortmund. So take care, my friends, and we will see you next time.